We're going to talk about the 3 mistakes that lead to a high tax bill on repeat for 1099 therapy professionals. I'm Carol Alvarez, tax strategist to 1099 therapy professionals. Let's start at mistake number 1. Mistake number 1 is starting at the wrong time. If you only deal with your taxes at tax time, it's actually too late. That is time to file your taxes, not time to save on them. So if you wait until tax season to see what you're going to write off, you will always have a high tax bill. If you want tax savings, you must proactively manage your tax obligations. So to avoid a high tax bill, you got to manage your taxes all year long. Mistake number 2 is starting at the wrong place. I don't hear people talking about this one at all. But most therapists mistakenly start with write-offs, right? What are my write-offs? But that's actually the wrong place to start. When you begin by hunting for deductions, you're going to increase your audit risk. You're going to likely lose those deductions in an audit, and you're still going to end up with a high tax bill. So tax write-offs, aka deductions, are actually the middle step in managing your taxes. It's definitely not the first step. Mistake number 3, you're starting with the wrong person. This one is counterintuitive. But if you're relying on your CPA to lower your tax bill, you're starting with the wrong person. Tax savings begin and ends with you. To enjoy tax savings, you need to, number 1, understand your tax obligations. And number 2, proactively manage them all year long. Yes, it bears repeating, all year long. CPAs are going to take what you give them and enter that information into tax software. If that information is wrong or incomplete, that's not their problem. It's your problem. Remember that the taxpayer is the one that gets audited, not your CPA. And according to the IRS, the numbers on the tax return, those numbers the taxpayer is fully responsible for, regardless of who prepares the tax return. So if you want a lower tax bill, you must invest in your knowledge, tax knowledge, and then follow through by managing your taxes all year long. So if you're a 1099 PTO, TSLP, PTA, or OTA, and you want to slash your tax bill, understand your tax obligations, legally double or triple your tax write-offs, yes, even if you're in telehealth, and also have expert tax guidance so that you can stop worrying that you're doing taxes wrong, then 1099 Tax University is the solution. It is the only tax program in the U.S., especially for 1099 therapy professionals. And it was founded by a therapy 1099er of 18 years turned tax strategist. So as a former therapy 1099er, I understand your deductions. And as a tax strategist, I can legally convert what's not a tax write-off into a legitimate tax write-off. No CPA will ever offer this. So I want you to join all the 1099 therapists who are now tax savvy and have legally slashed their tax bills by the thousands. Let me read you this therapist tax testimonial. Before 1099 Tax University, I felt overwhelmed by taxes, unsure what I could deduct, and definitely overpaying. After going through the program, I finally understand how important it is to implement systems to ensure I am maximizing deductions, and now I feel in control of my taxes, yes, as a self-employed speech-language pathologist and CEO. So to learn more about 1099 Tax University, tap the link in the bio, and I hope to hear from you, and more importantly, to see you in 1099 Tax University.